One, two, three. Finally, let's talk about police accountability. When it comes to the murder of George Floyd, it could have been avoidable. Officer Derek Chauvin had a history of excessive use of force, and he should never have been patrolling in the streets during that time. And a lot of residents are frustrated that there are many officers that have a history of violence, and they are still on the streets, still on the job. And what many residents may not know is that for the civil lawsuits associated with their excessive use of force, it leads to a huge payout. So for the George Floyd civil settlement, it was $27 million for the city of Minneapolis. And so my solution is, how do we implement a police liability insurance? Police liability insurance is similar to kind of like having car insurance. So with car insurance, the more accidents that you have, then the higher rate you pay, and also your rate is determined by your age and what type of car you have and where you're driving, where your residence is. So likewise for officers, if they have a history of lawsuits or complaints, then their premium is also high as well. And the implementation of this type of policy is actually a little bit complicated because it involves state and local laws, and so my approach is it might be too difficult to do individual officers, but you can do this at that sort of department level. When I say department level, where the police federation has a insurance policy, a group insurance policy for the entire department, and I want to create it in a format where the police federation themselves would rather want officers that are to reduce their premium associated with the insurance policy than they want officers that are much more people friendly or that have positive relations, that don't have anger issues to be patrol officers because that reduces their risk premium. So, in other words, the folks that should not be patrolling would be in doing desk duty or doing specialized units where they're not interacting with the public, and the folks that are good with the public will be the ones that are patrolling.